Sale time, everybody on the inside. Ready to go, goat buyers on the front row. Still a good little deal right there. $50, 60 in a minute. How can a man? 60, 70, 80, 80, 80, 90, 90, 100, 110, 120, 120 to buy, 20, 120, 10, 20, 110 to 20, 110 to 20, 110 to 20, 110 today, 110. Give him both tests. What's a little heifer come off old cow back there now? Sell a good calf right there. Where to you? $5, 2 and a half. $5, 2 and a half. $5, 2 and a half. Get a man, 2 and a half. 5, 5, 5, 5, 7, 10, 10, 12 and a half. 15, 17, 20, 5, 20, 2 and a half. 5, 27 and a half. 30, 5, 32 and a 5, 37 and a half. 40, 42 and a half. 5, 45, 5, 47 and a half. 50, 5, 52 and a half. 5, 57 and a half. 60, 2 and a half. 5, 67 and a half. 70, 572 and a half, 577, 80, 582 and a half, 585, 587 and a half, 90, 92 and a half, 95, 97 and a half, $6, $6, 5, 97, 50, Lee, straight. 61. Was a good baby right there. Sell him by the head. 750, 760. I got a man. 760, 770, 780, 790, 800, 810, 20, 20, 30, 30, 40, 40, 50, 850, 60, 70, 870, 80, 880, 880, 890, 910, 20, 920, 930, 940, 40, 50, 950, 60, 70, 970, 980, 990, 1000, 10, 20, 10, 30, 10, 40, 40, 50, 10, 50, 60, 10, 70, 10, 70, 80, 1080, 1080, 1090, now 1110, 1110, 1110, 1100, Matthew 0. Hey, little bull calf right there, 800, 810, I got a man, 10, 810, 810, 20, 30, 40, 840, 50, 60, 860, 70, 80, 80, 90, 900, 910, 20, 20, 30, 40, 940, 50, 60, 960, 50, 69, 59, 60, 950, Alex, 950. 15. Hey, there's 6 head of these cattle now. Belong to Paul. He had some last week. He brought in 6 this week. You talking about good heifers right there? Sell them $4, 2 and a half. 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 I got a man. 2 and a 5. 4, 5. Where you at here? 5. 7 and a half. 10. 4, 10. 12 and a half. 15. 4, 15. 4, 15. 12 and a half. 15. 7. Dude. No. 4, 17 and a half. 12 and a half. 15 is what I really got. 15. 4, 12. 50, Brad. 4X. What's good right there? 420, 2 and a half, 20, 22 and a half, 420, I got a man, 2 and a 5, 7 and a half, 30, 430, 2 and a 5, 437 and a half, 440, 2 and a half, 445, 447, 50, 452 and a half, 457 and a half, 60, 462 and a half, 467 and 70, 470, 2 and a half, 472 and a half, 5, 477 and a half, 80, 482 and a half, 485, 487 and a half, 90, 94, 92 and a half, 90, 92 and a half, 5, 495, 7 and a half, $5, 2 and a half, 505, 7 and a half, 10, 5, 12 and a half, 5, 12 and a half, 10, 12 and a half, 5, 10, Travis 3X. Oh, no boy, you're another good one right there. $3, 2 and a half. 3, 2 and a half. $3, I got a man. 3, 2 and a half. 5, 3, 5, 7 and a half. 10, 12 and a half. 15, 17 and a half. 20, 322 and a half. 327 and a half. 30, 330, 330, 332 and a half. 335, 7 and a half. 40, 342 and a half. 345, 42, 55, 342, 50, JR 71. Bull calf and a good one. A pause now. You can be the kind. 430, 2.5. 430 got a man 5. 437 and a half. 440, 440, 2.5. 447, 50. 450, 2.5. 7, 60. 462 and a 5. 467 to 70. 2.9. 5. 7 and a half. 80. 482 and a 85. 85, 87 and a half. 94, 92 and a half. 5. 497 and a half. $5, 2.5. 5. 507 and a half. 10. 12 and a half. 15. 15, 17 and a half. 20. 522 and 5, 27, 30, 532 and 35, 37, 40, 42 and 5, 547 and a half, 50, 2 and a half, 5, 557, 60, 62 and 5, 7, 70, 572 and 75, 77 and a half, 577 and a half, 80, 582 and a half, 585, 87 and 90, 592 and a half, 95, 97 and a half, $6, 2 and a half, 5, 605, 605, 602.50, and that's a Roper. Was a 7 head of these belong to Jay now. He raised them. He weaned them Thanksgiving. Is that what you said? He weaned them on Thanksgiving Day. They've been weaned since Thanksgiving. Eating a little feed every day. Hard as a rock. They're homegrown. Sell a good Evers right there. 420, 2.5. I got a man. 2.5. 5. 427 and a half. 430. 2.5. 5. 437 and a half. 440. 2.5. 442 and a half. 442 and a half. What is it? 5. 445. 447 and a half. 50. 452 and 5. 457 and 60. 462 and 5. 7 and a half. 467 and a half. 465. Brad 4X. Will be the same heifers right here, the good as they are. Sell them out there, 410, 12 and a half. I got a man, 12 and a 15, 415, 417 to 20, 420, 2 and a half, 5, 427 and a half, 430, 432 and 8, 432 and 5, 437 and a half, 440, 2 and a half, 445, 447 and a half, 50, 452 and a half, 455, 7 and a half, 457 and a half, 457 and a half, 455, 7 and a half, 455, JR, put them on 45X. Same deal, ain't it, Jay? Yep. Boys homegrown, a half for the good, and $4, 2.5. $4, I got a man. 2.5. 4, 2.5. 5, 4, 5, 4, 7 and a half. 10, 12 and a half. 4, 12 and 15. 4, 15, 4, 15, 12 and a half. 12 and a half. 15, 4, 12, 17 and a half. 20, 4, 20. 4, 20, 17 and 20. 17, 50 Brad, 4X. Six out of these cattle. Sell a good heifer right there. 375, 7 and a half. 375, 377 and a half. 75, 7 and a half. Yearling girl on 375, 377 and a half. 75, 7 and a half. 375, 377 and a half. 65, 7 and a half. I got a man. 367 and a half. 65, 7 and a half. 65 JR for 55X. Pin the 55X is on. 44. 44. 55X. 44. Another heifer right there. 362 and a half. 362 and a half. 2 and a half. Got a man. 2 and a half. 362 and a half. 362 and a half. Bit of bomb here. 2 and a half. 360, 62 and a half. 362 and a half. 2 and a half. 360 JR 55X. Good right there, 450, 2 and a half, 450, 50, I got a man, 2 and a half, 450, 2 and a half, 455, 7 and a half, 60, 2 and a half, 5, 7 and a half, 70, 470, 2 and a half, 477 of 80, 482 and a half, 482 and a half, 82 and a half, 480, put it on Matthew 3. Oh, the big old bull right there. Sell him $3 two and a half. $3 2 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 and a half. Big old boy. 275. 277 and a half. 275. 277 and a half. 75 7 8. 65 7 8. 265. Got a man. 267 and a half. 70. 272 and a half. 5. 277 and a half. 277 and a half. 277 and a half, 5, 7, 8, 275, LC 11. 68. Another one of them heifers, the same deal now. 62 and a half, 360. I got a man. 2 and a half, 362 and a half, 2 and a half, 362 and a half, 362 and a half, 2 and a half, 362 and a half, 360 JR 55X. So there, 362 and a half, 362 and a half. I got a man, 2 and a half, 362 and a half, 2 and a half, 362 and a half, 2 and a half, 362 and a half, 362 and a half, 360. Put it on Travis 6X. Heifer to good right there. $4 2 and a half. 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 $392 and a half. $392 and a half. $392 and a half. She get big boy. $392 and a half. $82 and a half. $382 and a half. $382 and a half. $82 and a half. $380. Put it on the left straight. With 5 head of these cattle belong to Ben. Now they've had one round of shots on the cow. Selling goods right there. 432 and a half. How got a man? 5, 7 and a half. 437 and 40. 442 and 5. 7 and 50. 2 and 8. 5. 7 8. 60. 462 and 5. 7 and a half. 70. 472 and a half. 75. 77 and a half. 477 and 80. 482 and a half. 85. 485. 87 and 90. 492 and 95. 495. 97 and $5. 5 2 and 5. 505. 7 and a half. 10. 5 10. 12 and a half. 15. 17 and 17 and a half, 17 and a half, 5, 17 and a half, 15, Brad, put on 3X. Okay, I'm good in there. $5, 2 and a half. $5, 2 and a half. $5, 2 and a half. $5. I got a man. 5, 2 and a half. 505. 7 and a half. 10. 5, 12 and a half. 5, 15. 17, 20. 2 and a half. 5, 25. 7 and a half. 30. 5, 32 and a half. 5, 35. 5, 37 and a half. 5, 37 40. 5, 42 and a half. 5, 45. 5, 47 and 50. 5, 52 and a 5. 7 and a half. 60. 2 and a half. 5, 65. 5, 67 and a half, 567 and a half, 565, 7 and a half, 565, Travis 33. Put them at 9. Heifer to good in there, $5, 2 and a half, $5, 2 and a half, 5, 2 and a half, how can a man? 505, 507 and 10, 5, 12 and a half, 515, 515, 515, 12 and a half, 17 and a half, 20, 522 and a half, 525, 7 and a half, 30, 532 and a half, 535, 537 and a half, I'm coming, 540, 540, I'm there, 542 and a half, 545, 547 and a half, 50, 552 and a half, 7 and a half, 60, 562 and a half, 562 and a half, 560 LC 6. Bull calf for the good there. 452 and a half. Hocker the man. 2 and a half. 452 and a half. 5. 455, 7, 8, 60. 462 and a half. 467 and a half. 70. 472 and a half. 75. 77 and a half. 80. 482 and a half. 85. 487 and a half. 90. 92 and a half. 495. 497 5. 5. 2 and a half. 5. 5. 7 and a half. 510. 12 and a half. 515. 79. 517. 15. 79. 515. Travis 35. Put them in 11. There's 3 of these calves right here. They've had a round of shots on their mama. Good there, $5, 2 and a half, $5, 2 and a 5, 7 and a half, 10, 12 and a half, 15, 17 to 20, 22 and a 5, 7 to 30, 32 and a 35, 37 to 40, 42 and a 5, 7 and a half, 50, 52 and a 5, 7 and a half, 62 and a half, 5, 7 and a half, 70, 570, 572 and a 75, 77 to 80, 582 and a half, 85, 87 to 90, 592 and a half, 95, 597 and a half, 597 and a half, 595, Roper. Steer calf a good one right there. 452 and a half. 452 and a half. 2 and a half. I got a man. 2 and a half. 5. 457 and a half. 60. 2 and a half. 5. 7. 70. 470. 2 and a half. 5. 477. 80. 482 and a half. 482 and a half. 482 and a half. 482 and a half. 480. Travis 35. Heifer to good one there. $5, 2 and a half. $5, 2 and a half. Got a man. 5, 505, 507 and 10. 12 and a half. 5, 12 and a half. 10, 12 and a half. 5, 10, 12 and a half. 10 and 12 and a half. 5, 10. Brad 3X. Heifer. Good shields right there. 395, 397 hand. 395, 397. I got a van. 7 hand. 397 hand. 395, 397 hand. 395, 97 hand. $4. 4 2 and a half. 4 5. 4 5, 4 5, 4 2 and a 5. 4 250 Travis 6X. Good heifer right there. 435, 437 a hand. 435, I got a man. 437 a hand. 435, 437 a hand. 40, 42 a hand. 45, 445, up there 5. 445, 445, 7 a hand. 50, 450, 450, 447, 50, 447 a half. JR 45X. There's 28 head of these cattle right out of Mountain View now. They come in yesterday. Steel bulls right there. The good ones they are. $4, 2 and a half. $4, 2 and a half. I got a man. 2 and a half. $4, 2 and a half. $4, 2 and a half. $4, 5. 4, 5. 4, 7 and a half. Yeah, these are off the cows. They've had 2 rounds of shots on their mama. That's what they've had. And then there's about 7 or 8 weaned ones that'll be behind them. 4, 7 and a half. I'm right here. 7 and a half, 10, 4, 10, 12 and a half. 4, 12 and 15, 4, 15, 4, 17, 20, 4, 22 and a half. 4, 22 and a half, 5, 4, 25, 4, 27 and a half. 30, 4, 30, 4, 30, 27, 30, 2 and a half. 4, 32 and a 5, 4, 37 and a half. 4, 40, 4, 40, 4, 37, 50 Travis 5. Those are about as good as you'll look at right there. $6, 2 and a half. $6, I got a man. 2 and a half. 6, 2 and a half. 6, 2 and a half. 2 and a half. Bomb 2 and a half. $6, 2 and a half. $6, 2 and a half. $6, 2 and a half. 6, 2 and a half. $6, Travis 35. Heifers there, $5, 2 and a half. I got a man, 2 and a half. $5, 2 and a half. 5, 7 and a half. 10, 5, 12 and a half. 5, 15, 79, 20, 2 and a half. 5, 25, 7 and a half. 30, 5, 32 and a half. 5, 35, 5, 37 and 40. 5, 42 and a half. 5, 45, 7 and a half. 50, 5, 52 and a half. 5, 7 and a half. 60, 5, 62 and a half. 5, 7 and a half. 70, 5, 72 and a half. 5, 7 and a half. 80, 5, 82 and a half. 5, 85, 87 and a half. 90, 2 and a half, 595, 595, 7 and a half, 597 and a half, $6, 2 and a half, 6, 2 and a half, 6, 2 and a half, $6, Randy, 2X. Be heifers and the good ladies right there. 455, 457 a hand. 455, 457 a hand. I got a man, 7 a hand. 457 a hand. You do it 7 a hand. 457 a hand. 60, 462 and a half. 465, 465, 2 and a 5, 462 and a 5, 462, 50 AM, 4X. Bull calves and goods right there. $5, 2 and a half. I got a man, 2 and a half. $5, 2 and a half. 5, 5, 5, 7 and a half. 5, 10, 12 and a half. 5, 15, 79, 20. 5, 22 and a 5. 5, 27 and a half. 5, 27 and a half. 5, 25, 7 and a half. 5, 25. Travis, 35. Ain't they good? Ain't they good? $5, 2 and a half. I got a man. 5, 2 and a half. 505, 507 and a half. 10, 12 and a half. 15, 79, 5, 70 to 20, 2 and a half. 525, 527 and a half. 30, 32 and a half. 535, 37 and a half. 40, 542 and a half. 547 and a half. 55, 52 and a half. 555, 555, 52, 50, Brad, 3X. Bull calf and a good in there. $6, 2 and a half. $6, 5, 7 and a half. 10, 6, 12 and a half. 6, 15, 17, 20. 6, 22 and a 5. 6, 27 and 30. 6, 32 and a 5. 6, 37 and a half. 6, 40. 42 and a 5. 6, 45. 6, 45. 6, 42, 50. Travis, 3. Oh, little heifer, same deal right there. $6, 2 and a half. 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 2 and a half. 2 and a half. 6, 2 and a half. I got a man, 2 and a half. 6, 2 and a half. $6, 2 and a half. 5, 605. 6, 7 and a half. 10, 12 and a half. 15, 6, 17 and a half. 20, 6, 20. 17 to 20. 6, 17, 50 LC 6. $6.22 and a half. $6.22 and a half. $6.20. I got a man. 2 and a half. 5. $6.27 to 30. $6.32 and a 5. 7 and a half. $6.40. 2 and a half. 5. $6.47 and 50. 2 and a half. 5. $6.55. $6.55. 7 and a half. 60. $6.62 and a half. $6.62 and a half. $6.60. Matthew 1. Bull calf and a good one right there. 525, 527 and a half. I got a man, 27 and a half. 527 and a half. 525, 527 and a half. 25, 7 30, 2 and a half. 5, 537 and 40, 542 and 5, 547 and a half. 547 and a half. 545, Travis 35. Bull calf and a good nerd. 522 and a half. I got a man. 525. 525. 7 8. 527 8. 525. 7 8. 525. 7 8. 25. But I don't Travis 35. Bull calf and a good $6, 2 and a half. $6, 2 and a half. $16, 2 and a half. $6, 2 and a half. I got a man 5. 607 and a half. 6, 7 and a half. 6, 7 and a half. 10. 610. 12 and a half. 6, 12 and a half. 10, 12 and a half. 16, 12 and a half. 6 and 10. But Matthew number 1. Heifer good right there. $5, 2.5. I got a man. 5, 7.5. A little bit of 10. 5, 12.5. 5, 15, 17, 20. A little bit of 5, 22 and 5. A little bit of 7, 8. A little bit of 30. A little bit of 5, 32.5. 35, 37, 40. 5, 42 and 8. A little bit of 5, 45, 7, 8. A little bit of 50. 5, 52 and 8. A little bit of 5, 55, 7, 8. A little bit of 60. A little bit of 5, 60. A little bit of 5, 57, 50 Brad 3X. Sell a good bull right there. A little bit of $5, 2.5. A little bit of I got a man. 5, 7, 8. A little bit of 10. A little bit of 12.5. 15. 5, 17 to 20. A little bit of 2 and 8. A little bit of 5, 25. 5, 27 to 30. 5, 32 and 5. A little bit of 5, 37 to 40. 5, 42 and 5. A little bit of 5, 47 to 50. A little bit of 5, 50. A little bit of 5, 50. 47 to 55. 47. I have Boom Travis 35. This will be the weaned. This will be the same cattle, but these right here be weaned. They're bulls. I was going to say them two bulls outside weigh 808. These here weigh 6 something. Two 800-pound bulls outside. $3, 2.5. $3, I got a man. 2.5, 5. 307.5. 310, 12.5. 315, 17.5. 20. 322 and a half. 322 and a half. 325. 327.5. 30. 332 and a half. 335. 337 and 40. 340. 340. 340. 37 and 40. 337. 50 Casey. Put them on 9. So these right here, the good and sell are 362 and a half. I got a man 5. 367 to 70. 372 and a half. 7 8. 80. 382 and a half. 385. 385. 385. 385. 7 and a half. 387 and 90. 392 and a half. 395. 395. 395. 7 and a half. 397 and a half. 95. 7 and a half. 395. 7 8. 395. Beaver. Big good right there, sell him. 285, 287 a hand, 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 65, 7 a half, 265, I got a man, 267 a hand, 267 a hand, 65, 7 a half, 265, 267 a hand, 70, 270, 2 and a hand, 272 and a hand, 270, put it on AL straight. Long time weaned to be a heifer. So right there, 372 and a half, 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 62 and a half, 362 and a half, way down the half for 362 and a half, 362 and a half, 362 and a half, I got a man, 2 and a half, 362 and a half, 5, 365, 7 and a half, 70, 372 and a half, 372 and a half, 372 and a half, 372 and a half, 370, put it on Heartsug 5X. Okay, if he's long time Wayne and a good bull he is there, sell him at about 422 and a half, 422 and a half, I got a man, 2 and a half, 420, 422 and a half, 425, 427 and a half, 30, 432 and a half, 435, 437 and a half, 440, 442 and a half, 445, 7 and a half, 50, 450, 2 and a half, 455, 457 and a half, 60, 462 and a half, 465, 62 and a half, 62.55, 462.50. Pass more. 75. Halford good there. 440, 2 and a half. I got a man, 2 and a half. 440, 440, 440, 2 and a 5, 447 and a half, 50, 452 and a half, 455, 457 and a half, 60, 2 and a half, 462 and a half, 5, 7 and a half, 70, 472 and a half. You bet. 475, 477 of 80, 482 and a half, 482 and a half, 482 and a half, 5, 485, 87 and a half, 90, 492 and a half, 95, 495, 497. 497 and a half, 495, 7 and a half, 495, Brad, 4X. Must be 48 head of these heifers, or at least 47 heifers and 1 steer is what they are. Cattle be weaned a long time and had everything done. I'm going to sell you about 37 of them here in this crack. This bunch here go to 81. We'll put them at about 3 feet. Yeah, they've had everything, had modified live, everything. Hey. Was so good as walked. They've been weaned since they was little bitty. Be 37 head of them. There's a handful of odds here behind the door. You can put right on them if you want to. They weigh 606. Ain't been no bulls around them. Had 2 rounds of live virus. They're ready to go for you, boys. All you got to do is drop the tailgate and turn them loose. Sell them right there. 370, 2.5. 371. 371. I got a man. 371. 221. 2. 372. 3. 4. 375. 6. 7. 378. 379. 380. 381. 82. 382. 382. 83. 383. 84. 384. 384. 85. 385. 85. 85. 385. 86. 386. 386. 7. 387. 88. 388, 89, 90, 390, 90, 91, 391, 91, 91, 2, 392, 392, 393, 393, 2, 392, 392, 3, 392, 3, 392, 3, 392, put it on AL6X. Well, this be the same heifers right here now. Been handled the same way, just had a little ear on them. Sell them right there. 370, 2.5. 370, I got a man. 2.5, 5. 377.5, 80. 2.5, 380, 2.5, 80, 2.5, 80, 2.5, 380, 2.5, 380, 2.5, 380, 80, 2.5, 380, 2.5, 380, 2.5, 380. Put it on AL6X. Oh, the good ladies right there, same cattle. Sell them. 360, 2.5. 360, 2.5. 360, 2.5. 360, 2.5. 360, 2.5. 360, 2.5. Had it all down. 360, 2.5. I got a man. 360, 2.5. 62 and a half. 360, 2.5. 360, 2.5. 2.5. 360. Put it on LC 5, 4. Well, she just got a few warts on her now, but it'll never hurt her. Sell her there. 360, 2.5. 360, 2.5. 2.5. How can a man? 360, 2.5. 5. 700. 70. 370, 2.5. 370, 2.5. 370, 2.5. 370. Put it on AL6X. Big old girl right there. 345, 347 and a half. I got a man. 347 and a half. 345, 347 and a half. 347 and a half. 5, 7 and a half. 345, 347 and a half. 45, 7 and a half. 7 and a half. 345. JR 75X. Well, good lady right there. 360, 2.5. 360, I got a man. 2.5, 5. 367 and a half. 70, 2.5. 370, 2.5. 370, 72 and a half. 372 and a half. 372 and a half. 370, 72 and a half. 370, put it on L6X. Oh, no, wrong time waiting. The good girl there. $3, 2.5. $3, 2.5. $3, 2.5. $3, 2.5. $3, 2.5. Check him, Danny. $3, 2.5. $3, 2.5. Think he's asleep. $3, 2.5. $3, 2.5. $3, 2.5. $3 here. $3 there. 2.5. $3, 2.5. $280, 2.5. $280, 2.5. $280, 280, 2.5. $280, 2.5. $280, 2.5. $280. Put it on CS5X. Here's the steer, boys. He'll be handled the same way. 2 rounds of shots and a rib he is. Sell him there. 385, 387 and a half. 385, I got a man. 387 and 90. 2.5. 395, 397 $4. 2.5. 4.2, 4.2, 4.2, 4.5. 4.7 and a half. 4.10, 4.12 and a half. 4.15, 4.17 and a half. 20. 2.5. 5. 4.25. 7 and a half. 30. 4.30, 4.30, 4.30, 27 and 30. 4.27, 50. Pass more. Was Heifer's right with them now. Same deal. 372 and a half. 370, 72 and a half. 372 and a half. I got a man. 2 and a half. 370, 72 and a half. 5. 375, 7 and a half. 80, 382 and a half. 385, 85, 87 and a half. 387 and a half. 385, 87 and a half. 385. Hartsug 5X. Those steers right here, they're long time weaned. They've had everything done. He sold some last week and tried to open the gate and let some out. That's what he told me. But they got out. Sell a good old steers, been weaned a long time. Sell them right there. 325, 327 and a half. I got a man. 327 and a half. 325, 7 and a half. 327 30. 332 and a half. 5. 335, 337 and a half. 337 and a half. 335, 337 and a half. 7 and a half. 335. Casey number 5. 64. Do what? We'll see one or two right here. Be the same weaned cattle now. One of them's just got a little touch of a blue eye. You can take her or leave her. Sell right there. $4, 2 and a half. Long time wean. $4. I got a man. 2 and a half. 4, 2 and a half. $4, 2 and a half. $4, 2 and 5. 5, 4, 7 and a half. 4, 10. 4, 12 and a half. 4, 15. 17 and 20. 4, 22 and a half. 4, 25. 4, 25. 2 and 5. 4, 22 and 5. 2250. Travis put on 5X. Well, she's a long time weaned. She'll just have a touch of a pop eye now. If you got a BB gun, you can do what? The one outside on 6X. She'll have a touch of a pop eye and you go get her. So right there, 362 and a half. Long time wean, 362 and a half. 362 and a half. BB gun, 362 and a half. 362 and a half. 360, I got a man, 2 and a half. 362 and a half. 2 and a 5. 367 and a half. 70. 372 and a half. 372 and a half. 372 and a half. 370 Dan, 24X. Boys waited a long time. He as good as ever grows. $4, 2 and a half. I got a man. 2 and a half, 5, 4, 7 and a half, 4, 10, 12 and a half, 15, 17 and a half, 20, 422 and a half, 22 and 5, 427 and a half, 30, 432 and a half, 435, 437 and a half, 440, 440, 440, 7, 40, 437 and a half. Pass more. Hello, Blackened boys. They come right with them now, just blown these brother-in-law. Be one long time weaning the same cattle right out of Timbo. Sell that old heifer right there. 342 and a half. 342 and a half. Long time we ain't had it all. 342 and a half. 342 and a half. 342 and a half. I got a man. 342 and a half. Break that gate. Let her out. Let's see what she weighs. Acts like his brother-in-law. She is 347 and a half, 345, 347 and a half, 347 to 50, 350, 350, 47 to 50, 347 to 50, 50, 347, 50, JR 75, X. Everybody a little thin heifer now. She come right with them. Same deal. Long time we ain't had it all. 385. 387 and a half. 385. I got a man. 387 and a half. 387 and a half. 87 and a half. 385. 87 and a half. What about here? 385. 87 and a half. 385. 87 and a half. 85. Hard sug 5X. Whatever right there, 422 and a half, 422 and a half. Steer. $5 2 and a half, $5 2 and a half. Got a man. 5 2 and a 5, 7 and a half, 10, 5 12 and a half, 5 15, 17, 20, 5 22 and a half, 5 25, 5 25, 7 and a half, 30, 2 and a half, 5 5 37 and a half, 5 40, 2 and a half, 5 42 and a half, roper 2 and a half, 5 5 47 and a half, 50, 5 52 and a half, 5 52 and a half, 5 50 Travis Panone 35. Still getting right there. $5 2 and a half. $5 2 and a half. $5 2 and a half. I got a man. 5 2 and a half. 505. 7 and a half. 10 12 and a half. 15. 17 and 20. 5 20. 5 20. 5 20. 2 and a half. 5 22 and a half. 5 22 and a half. 5 20. Roper. 4. Pin him with him. He's right out of Prim now. He's about as good as you want to look at. 485, 47 and a half, 485, 487 and a half, 85, 87 and a half. I got a man. 90, 490, 90, 90, 90, 200, 200, 205, 495, 495, 497 and a half, $5, 5, 2 and a half, 505, 7 and a half, 5, 7 and a half, 505, 7 and a half, 505, Travis 35. Three head of these, boy, in a pretty good outfit. Sell them right there. $5 2 and a half. $5 I got a man. 2 and a half. 502 and a half. A bit about me 2 and a half. 505. 507 and a half. 510. 12 and a half. I'm becoming 15, 17 and 20. 522 and a 5. 7 and a half. 30. 532 and a 35. 37 and 40. 40. 40. 42 and a half. 545. 547 and a half. 50. 552 and a half. 555. 7 and a half. 60. 562 and a 5. 567 and a half. 70. 2 and a half. 570. 577 of 80, 582 and a half, 585, 87 and a half, 90, 90, 95, 92 and a 95, 597 and a half, $6, $6, 597, 50, Winkle. Good little heifer right there. $6, 2 and a half. I got a man. 2 and a half. $6, 2 and a half. Mark Kissing down 2. Winkle. $6, 5. 6, 7 and a half. 10. 12 and a half. 6, 15. 6, 15. 12 and a half. 15. 6, 12 and a half. 6, 15. 6, 12 and a half. Winkle. 5 head of these cattle had a round of shots now. They come up there towards Snowball. Well, they are ever more good. Steers and good rascals right there. Sell them there. 385. I got a man. 387 and 90. 2.5. 95. 97 and a half. $4. 2.5. 4.5. 4.7 and a half. 10. 12 and a half. 4.12 and a half. 4.15. 4.17 and 20. 4.22 and a half. 4.25. 4.27 and 30. 4.32 and a half. 4.35. 4.37 and a half. 4.37 and a half. 40. 4.42 and a half. 4.45. 4.45. 4.42 and a half. 4.40. 250. Pass more. Was when you seen one better than him. $5, 2 and a half. $5, 2 and a half. $5, 5, 7 and a half. 5, 7 and a half. 10, 10, 10, 10, 12 and a half. 5, 15, 79, 20. 5, 20, 5, 20, 2 and a half. 5, 25, 5, 27 and a half. 30, 5, 32 and a half. 5, 35, 5, 37, 40, 5, 42 and a half. 5, 42 and a half. 5, 42 and a half. 5, 40. Put on rope or 4. Yeah, for the good lady there. 375. 375. I got a man. 377 and a half. 377 and a half. 375. 375. 75. Hard slug 5X. We'll show you something pretty nice right here. What's it be, 16 head of these cattle are 60 days weaned. They've had 2 round shots. Are right out of Greer's Ferry. Every one of them be a steer. Knife cut belongs to this young lady right here. She done it herself. Selling goods right there. $4, 2 and a half. I got a man. 2 and a half. $4, 2 and a half. 4, 5. 4, 7 and a half. 4, 10. 4, 12 and a half. 4, 15. 4, 17 and 20. 4, 22 and a half. 5. 4, 27 and a half. 30. 4, 32 and a half. 4, 35. 4, 37 and a half. 4, 40. 2 and a half. 5. 4, 45. 4, 45. 4, 45. Goods now. 4, 45. 4, 45. Jeanette. 4, 47 and a half. 4, 47 and a half. 4, 45. 4, 47 and a half. 4, 45. 7, 8, 445 Beaver. Two right there be the same deal now. They've had it all. Sell them there. 430, 2 and a half. I got a man, 2 and a half. 430, 2 and a half. 60 days and 2 rounds. 432 and a half. 432 and a half. 435. 435. 435. 7 and a half. 437 and 40. 440. 440. 440. 442 and a half. 445. 445. 445. 7 and a half. 447 and a half. 445. 447 and 50. 450. 2 and a half, 455, 457 and a half, 60, 460, 460, 460, 457, 50, pass more. Was there steered up, same deal, 60 days, 2 round shots, and cut with a knife. Selling goods right there. 450, 2 and a half. 452 and a half. I got a man. 452 and a half. 2 and a half. 452 and a half. No better than these. 455. 7 and a half. 60. 462 and a half. 462 and a half. 5. 467 and a half. 67 and a half. 70. 470. 2 and a half. 472 and a half. 5. 475. 477 and a half. 477, 80. 482 and a half. 485. 485, 485, 87 and a half, 90, 492 and a half, 492 and a five, 495, 497 and a half, $5, 2 and a half, 5, 2 and a half, 505, 505, 7 and a half, 10, 5, 10, 7 and 10, 7 and 10, 5, 7 and 10, 5, 7, 50, Travis, 35, 45. Put them in 13. Same deal right there. Be a steer. He should have been on that other deal. Sell him there. 420, 2 and a half. 420, 2 and a half. 420, I got a man. 2 and a half. Same cattle, Jamie. 420, 2 and a half. 5, 425, 7 and a half. 30, 430, 2 and a half. 435, 437 and a half. 440, 440, 440, 37 to 40, 2 and a half. 445, 447 and a half. 50, 450, 2 and a half. 450, 2 and a half. 450, 2 and a half. 450, put it on Passmore. Boys, he's handled the same way, and he's black. He's a half brother to him, and he's Charlotte Mom and a black bull. He'd be a steer calf and a good one. Sell him right there. Good he is. 410, 12 and a half. 410, 12 and a half. 410, same cattle, Jamie. Come right with them. 410, 12 and a half. 410, 12 and a half. 410, 12 and a half. Got him at 12 and a half, 15. 415, 17 and a half. 20, 422 and a half. 5. 425, 7 and a half. 30, 430, 430, 432 and a half. 432 and a half. 432 and a half. 430, 432 and a half. 430, Beaver. Six head of these cattle are 90 days weaned. They've had 2 rounds of shots. Boys are just right now. Just warm them, drop the tailgate. Steer calves and guns right there. $5, 2 and a half. $5, 2 and a half. $5, 2 and a half. I got a man. 5, 2 and a half. $5, 2 and a half. 5, 2 and a half. 5, 505. 505. 7 and a half. 5, 7 and 10. 5, 10. 5, 10. 7 and 10. 5, 7 and 10. 5, 7, 50 LC 5. 90 days and 2 rounds, $5, 2 and a half. $5, 2 and a half. $5. I got a man, 2 and a half. 505, 507 and 10. 12 and a half. 15, 17 and 20. 520, 2 and a half. 525, 527 and 30. 530, 2 and a half. 535, 537 and a half. 40, 542 and a half. 547 and a half. 50, 552 and a half. 7 and a half. 557 and a half. 60, 562 and a half. 7 and a half. 70, 570, 67 and 70. 567, 50 Travis. 3, 35. $90 wean, 2 rounds, boys. No better than him. 440, 2 and a half. 440, 2 and a half. 440, 2 and a half. I got a man, 2 and a half. 440, 2 and a half. Here he comes. 440, 2 and a half. 5. 445, 447 and a half. 50, 452 and a half. 5, 7 and a half. 457 and 62 and a half. 5, 67 and a half. 70, 470, 470, 60, 72 and a half. 472 and a half. 470 CS 51. Steer calf, 90 days and 2 rounds. $5, 2 and a half. $5, I got a man. 5, 2 and a half. 5, 7 and a half. 10, 12 and a half. 5, 15, 17, 20, 5, 20, 5, 22 and a half. 5, 25, 7 and a half. 30, 5, 32 and a half. 5, 35, 5, 37 and a half. 5, 37, 40, 5, 40, 5, 42 and a half. 5, 45, 7 and a half. 50, 5, 52 and a half. 7 and a half. 60, 5, 60, 5, 57, 60, 5, 57, 50 LC, number 5. There's a heifer. She's right with them, boys. 90 days and 2 rounds. Sell it there. 420, 2 and a half. 420, 2 and a half. 420, 90 days wean. 420, 2 and a half. 2 round shot. 420, 2 and a half. 20, 22 and a half. 420, 2 and a half. $4, 2 and a half. $4, I got a man. 2 and a half. $4, 2 and a 5. 4, 7 and a half. 10. 4, 10, 12 and a half. 4, 15, 17 and a half. 17 and a half. 4, 17 and a half. 15, 17 and a half. 4, 15 to Brad. 4X. There's 2 of these right here. They're 90 days wean, 1 round. He's steer. Good is there. $4, 2 and a half. $4, 2 and a half. 4, 2 and a half. $4, 2 and a half. I got a man. 2 and a half. 5, 4, 5, 7 and a half. 10, 12 and a half. 15, 17, 20, 420, 2 and a half. 427, 30, 432 and a half. 432 and a half. 430 CS 61. Be the heifer right here. She's 90 days wean. 1 round. 2, $4, 2 and a half. $4, 2 and a half. $4, I got a man. 2 and a half. 5, 4, 5, 4, 5, 4, 5, 7 and a half. 10, 4, 10, 12 and a half. 4, 15, 17 and a half. 4, 17, 15, 17, 4, 15, 4, 17, 4, 15. Travis 6X. Let's have a look right here now. Long time wean. Be 8 head of them. 55 days wean. 2 rounds of shots. Boys, you talking about the goods right there. 2 rounds and the right kind. Sell them there. 455, 457 and a half. I got a man. 457 and a half. 457 and a half. 455, 457 and a half. Wayne and the kind, boys. 457 and a half. 60, 460, 2 and a half. 465, 7 and a half. 467 and a half. 467 and 70, 2 and a half. 5, 475, 477 and a half. 477 and a half. 5, 7 and a half. 475, 7 and a half. 475, Brad, 4X. Four ahead of these other old heifers now. Selling goods right there. 340, 2 and a half. 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 Light the kind. I got a man. 340, 2 and a half. 5, 347 and a half. 50, 352 and a half. 7 and a half. 60, 2 and a half. 7 and a half. 70, 372 and a half. 377 of 80, 82 and 85, 87 and 90, 392 and 95, 97 $4, $4, 2 and a half. 4, 7 and a half, 10, 12 and a half, 15, 17 to 20, 420, 420, 420, 17 to 22 and a half, 425, 427 and a half, 427 to 30, 430, 430, 427 to 30, 427, 50 LC6. Good lady right there. $4, $2.50. $4, $2 now. I got a man. 2.5, $5, 5, 4, 7.5, 4, 10, $12.5, 15, 4.15, 4.15, 12.5, 15, 17.5, 20, 4.20, 2.5, 4.27, 30, 4.30, 2.35, 7.5, 40, 4.40, 2.5, 4.47, 50, 4.50, 2.5, 7, 60, 2.9, 4.60, 2.9, 4.60, JR 45X. Be 11 head of these cattle, 120 days weaned, 2 rounds of shots. You talking about steers and the right kind now, and had it all. Sell them right there. 420, 2.5. 420, 2.5. 120 days weaned, 2 rounds. 420, 2.5. 20, 2.5. 420, 420, 2.5. A bit of bomb here, 2.5. You bet, 2.5. I got a man. 420, 2.5. 20, 20, 2.5. 420, 2.5. 5. 425. 427. 30. 430. 2.5. 430, 2.5. 435. 435. 437. 40. 40. For 40, 2.5. For 40, 2.5. 440 CS put on 51. Oh, it's good right here. 452 and a half. 452 and a half. 452 and a half. Wayne just like the others. 452 and a half. 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 22 and a half. 420. 422 and a half. 20, 22 and a half. 422 and a half. 422 and a half. 20, 22 and a half. 422 and a half. 420. Put it on that left straight. Put on LC5. He wasn't either. He didn't even more. Boy, the heifer right there, long time wait. Sell her. $4, 2.5. Wait long time. $4, 2.5. $4, 2.5. $4, 2.5. $4, 2.5. $4, 2.5. $4, 2.5. $4, 2.5. $4, put it on LF straight. It was okay if here have a little Popeye and you go get him now, but he's sure weaned forever. Sell him right there. 385, 387 a hand, 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 385, 87 a hand, 385, 87 a hand, 350, 2 and a hand, I got a man, 2 and a hand, 355, 7 a hand, 60, 362 and a hand, 362 and a hand, 362 and a hand, 360 and 24. This one here just be flat one-eyed. He ain't even got a Popeye. He be long time weaned. Sell him right there. 385, 387 a hand, 85, 87 a half. I got a man. 387 a hand, 385, 87 a hand, 385, 87 a hand, 385, 87 a hand, 385, Dan 24. Here be a steer, long time waiting and a good one. Sell him right there. $4 two and a half. 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 I got a man. Two and a half. $4 two and a half. Long time waiting. $4. $4 two and a half. Five. 4 5 7 and a half. 10. 4 10. 12 and a half. 15. 4 15. 17 and a half. 20. 4 22 and a half. 4 25. 4 25. 2 and a half. 4 22 50. Put on Passmore. Steer calf, long time waited, good right there. 452 and a half. 452 and a half. 452 and a half. 52 and a half. I got a man, 2 and a half. 452 and a half. Long time waiting. 452 and a half. 452 and a half. 52 and a half. 450 Matthew 3. Was a bull calf and a good in there. $4 two and a half. $4 two and a half. Weaned out. $4 two and a half. $4 two and a half. Weaned the bull. $4 two and a half. $4 two and a half. 4 2 and a half. $4 two 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 and a half. $4. Put it on to Matthew 3. Oh, the heifer good in there. She'll be weaned too. Sell her. 385, 387 a hand. 385. I got a man. 87 a hand. 387 a hand. 385. 387 a hand. 385. 85. 87 a hand. 385. 87 a hand. 85. 7 a hand. 385. Hearts 5X. Oh, the heifer, she's weaned too. Sell her there. $4 two and a half. $4 two and a half. 2 and a half. $4 two and a half. Weaned out the heifer. $4 two and a half. 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 You do it. $4 two and a half. I got a man. 2 and a 5. 4 7 and a half. 4 10. 12 and a half. 4 15. You out again. 4 17 and a half. 20. 4 20. 4 20. 17 and 20. 4 17 and 20. 4 17. 50 Matthew 3X. Weaned out a little bull there. Sell him. $5 two and a half. $5 two and a half. 5 2 and a half. Weaned out the bull. $5 two and a half. 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 5 2 and a half. I got a man. 2 and a 5. 507 and a half. 5 10. 12 and a half. 15. 17 and 20. 5 22 and a half. 5 25. 7 and a half. 5 27 and 30. 5 32 and a half. 5 32 and a half. 5 35. 5 37 and a half. 5 40. 2 and a half. 5 45. 47 to 50, 5 52 and 5, 5 85, 85, 85, 85, 5 50, 250 roper straight. Sell him right there and he'll be weaned. $4 two and a half. $4 two and a half. $4 bill 2 and a half. $4 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 put it on LF straight. Three head of these, long time wean, 2 rounds shots. Had it all, boys. These are Ella's, ain't they? These 3 right here belong to Ella now. She said she needed all she could get, or she's going to beat Alex to death. Still a good steer right there. $4, 2.5. $4, 2.5. I got a man. 2.5. 4, 2.5. 4, 5, 4, 5, 4, 7.5. 4, 10. 12.5. 15. 17.5. 20. 4, 20, 2.5. 5. 4, 27.5. 30. 4, 30, 2.5. 35. 37.5. 4, 40. 4, 40, 2.5. 4, 47.5. 50. 4, 50, 2.5. 7, 8. 60. 4, 60, 2.5. 5. 4, 67. 70. 4, 70, 2.5. 75. 4, 75. 472.50 Passmore. Steer, he'll be long time waiting the same deal. 455, 457 and a half, 455, I got a man, 457 and 60, 462 and a half, 7 and a half, 70, 472 and a half, $5, 2 and a half, 505, 507 and 10, 512 and a half, 512 and a half, 10, 12 and a half, 510, 12 and a half, 510, put on Travis on 35. Oh, look at here, $5, 2 and a half. $5, 2 and a half. You got him out of the trouble there. $5, 2 and a half. $5, 2 and a half. $5, 2 and a half. What about here? 5. I got a man. 2 and a half. 5, 2 and a half. 2 and a half. 2 and a half. 2 and a half. $5, 2 and a half. $5 roper straight. He bought them and he talked her into taking them. Oh, waiting to mirror Steve. Still a good effort right there. 385, 387 and a half, 385, 387 and a half, 385, 87 and a half, 385, 87 and a half, got a man, 87 and a half, 387 and a half, 90, 2 and a half, 395, 397 and a half, 4, 2 and a half, 5, 7 and a half, 10, 4, 10, 4, 10, 7 to 10, 4, 7, 50 hearts, so you make it a 3X. Oh, I got plenty of room. Plenty of room. Bull calf and a good there. 392 and a half. 392 and a half. 2 and a half. 390, 390, 390, 90, 90, 90, 2 and a half. 390 here. Got a man. 2 and a half. 390, 2 and a half. 2 and a half. 390, 2 and a half. 390, 2 and a half to buy him. 2 and a half. 90, 90, 2 and a half. 390 CS 50. Bull calf and a good there. 385, 387 and a half. 85, 85, 85. I got a man. 87 and a half. 387 and a half. 387 and a half. 385, 87 and a half. 385, 87 and a half. 90, 390, 392 and a half. 395, 395, 397 and a half. 4, 2 and a half. 4, 5, 7 and a half. 10, 14, 12 and a half. 15, 79, 479, 415. CS, you'll make him a 50. Hereford good in there. $4, 2 and a half. $4, I got a man. 2 and a half. 4, 2 and a half. 4, 2 and a half. 5, 4, 5, 4, 7 and a half. 10, 12 and a half. 4, 12 and a 15, 17 and a half. 4, 17 and 20. 4, 22 and a half. 4, 25, 4, 27 and a half. 30, 2 and a half. 5, 4, 37 and 40. 4, 42 and a half. 5, 4, 45, 4, 42 and a half. Hearts, so making a 3X. Six out of these cattle are 60 days weighing 2 rounds right here. You talking about good ladies right there. Sell out. 452 and a half. 452 and a half. 452 and a half. 452 and a half. Weighed out. 452 and a half. 452 and a half. I got a man. 2 and a half. 5. 457 and a half. 60. 462 and a half. 5. 465. 2 and a half. 2 and a half. 462 and a half. 62.50. Put on Brad. 4X. Put them down there. Be 5 here of these. Right off a cowboy and a good effort she has. 435, 437 and a half. I got a man. 437 and a half, 40. 442 and a half. 445, 447 and a half. 447 and a half. 445, 447 and a half. 50, 450, 450, 450, 447, 50, 447 and a half. Travis 6X. Lady right there, 385, 387 and a half, 85, 87 and a half, got a man, 87 and a half, 90, 90, 90, 92, 395, 392 and a half, 92 and 95, 92 and 95, 9250 hard sug, 5X. Okay, I'm good right there. 472 and a half. 70, 70. I got a man. 2 and a half. 472 and a half. 70, 72 and a half. 75, 77 and a half. 80, 2 and a half. 482 and a half. 85, 87 and a half. 47 and a 90. 492 and a half. 495, 97 and a half. 5, 2 and a half. 505, 505, 502, 50. Travis 35. Yeah, pretty good lady there. 32 and a half. 430, 430, 2 and a half. 430, I got a man. 2 and a half. 435, 437, 40, 40, 2 and a half. 445, 7, 50, 452 and a half. 450 heart sung, 3X. So there, 72 and a half, 372 and a half, 370, 70, 70, 72 and a half, 372 and a half, 372 and a half, 72 and a half, got a man, 2 and a half, 372 and a half, 5, 7 and a half, 80, 382 and a half, 382 and a half, 382 and a half, 380 Matthew, 380, 3X. Hey, come wrong door now. Come right outside of town to be 5 head of him. He's had them weaned a long time. Run to the trough and eat, boy. The good ones they are. $5, 2 and a half. $5, 2 and a half. I got a man. 2 and a half. 505. 7 and a half. 10. 12 and a half. 515. 17 and a half. 20. 520. 2 and a half. 525. 525. 7 and a half. 30. 532 and a half. 535. 537. 40. 542 and a half. 547 and 50. 552 and a half. 7 and a 60. 562 and a half. 565. 7 and a half. 70, 572 and a half, 575, 575, 7 and a half, 80, 582 and a half, 585, 85, 85, 85, 585, 582 and a half, 582, 50 Brad, put on 3X. Was he be a steer calf right there and he'd be weaned now? $6, 2 and a half, $6, 2 and a half, $6, 2 and a half, $6, 2 and a half. Long time weaned, $6, 2 and a half. I got a man, 2 and a half, $6, 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 but a roper 4. Little doors now, there'll be long time weaned, no thin heifer there, $5, 2 and a half, $5, 2 and a half, 5, 2 and a half, $5, 2 and a half, 502 and a half, $5, 2 and a half, I got a man, 5, 2 and a half, $5, 2 and a half, $5, 2 and a half, 5, 505, 505, 507 and a half, 507 and a half, 507 and a half, 505, roper, put on 11 max, pin them with them. Oh, just a little hard rock now. Same deal. He come right with him. He be hard meat. Selling there, $6, 2 and a half, $6, 2 and a half, got a man, 2 and a half, $6, 2 and a half, 6, 2 and a half, 6, 2 and a half, $6, 2 and a half, 5, 5, 7 and a half, 10, 6, 10, 12 and a half, 6, 12 and a 15, 17, 20, 6, 22 and a half, 6, 25, 6, 27, 30, 6, 32 and a half, 6, 35, 7 and a half, 40, 6, 40, 37, 40, 6, 37, 50, Matthew, what? This old heifer right here should be weaned now, but she may just be a little puffed up on one side now, but it'll never hurt her. She's healthy as a horse, but she just a little puffed up. He bought her on a set of cattle last week, and he said she kind of bloated up last Sunday morning, and he brought her back. But she's went down, and she's healthy as she can be, and that's her. Sell her right there. 335, 337 a hand. 335, 337 a hand. I got a man. 337 a hand. 335, 337 a hand. 335, 337 a hand. 335, 337 a hand. 335 LC. Put her on 5. We're ahead of these belong to Michael now. They're long time weaned. Everything be right about him. Is he a bull? He'll be a bull and he'll be a good one now. $4 two and a half. $4 two and a half. $4 two and a half. Weaned out the bull. $4 two and a half. $4 two and a half. I got a man. Two and a half. $4 two and a half. $4 two and a half. 5, 4, 5, 4, 7 and a half. 10, 4, 10, 12 and a half. 4, 15, 17, 20, 4, 22 and a half. 4, 25, 4, 25, 4, 22, 50. Pass more. Heifer right there, be weaned out and a good one. Sell her. 372 and a half. How long have you been weaned, Michael? 60 days. 370. I got a man. 2 and a half. 5. 377 and a half. 80. 382 and a half. 85. 387 and a half. 90. 90. 93. 93. 90. 87 and 93. 87 and 92 and a half. 392 and a half. 392 and a half. 392 and a half. 390. Matthew 6X. Heifer right there, she'll be weaned just like the rest of them, but a good one, $4 two and a half. $4 two and a half. 60 days weaned. $4, I got a man. 2 and a half. 4, 2 and a half. 2 and a half. $4, 5. 4, 5, 4, 7 and a half. 14, 12 and a half. 15, 17 and a half. 17 and a half. 4, 15, heart sung, put them on 5X. Another one of them, 60 days weaned, a good lady right there. 372 and a half. 372 and a half. 60 days weaned. 370, I got a man. 2 and a half. 370, 72 and a half. 372 and a half. 372 and a half. 372 and a half. 370, Matthew 6X. Same deal. He weaned too. 60 days weaned, he'll be a bull. Be a good outfit. $4 two and a half. $4 two and a half. Weaned and a bull. $4 two and a half. $4 two and a half. $4 two and a half. $4, I got a man. 2 and a half. 4, 2 and a half. $4, two and a half. $4 CS50. Before head of these cattle had a round of shots. I believe he told me they'd been weaned a while. So right there, 450, 2 and a half. I got a man, 2 and a half. 455, 55, 7, 16, 2 and a half, 5, 7, 70, 470, 2 and a half. 475, 477 and a half, 80, 480, 480, 2 and a half. 485, 85, 87 and a half, 487, 90, 90, 90, 92 and a half, 492, 95, 495, 497 and a half, 497 and a half, 495. Winkle. Here for the good lady there, $5, 2 and a half. 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 $450, 2 and a half. 450, 2 and a half. Should be weaned, boys. 452 and a half. 452 and a half. 452 and a half. 450, put it on LF straight. Ooh, you gotta like her. $5, 2.5. $5, I got a man. 2.5, 5. 5, 7.5, 10, 12.5, 15, 17, 18, 20, 22, 5, 25, 7.5, 30. 5.30, 5.30, 2.5, 5.35, 5.37, 40, 5.42, 5, 5.47.5, 50. 5.50, 2.5, 5, 7, 8, 5.57, 60, 5, 62, 5, 7.5, 70. 5.72, 5.75, 7.5, 80, 5.80. 577 of 80, 577, 50 winkle. Steered up, same cattle. Sell him out there. 470, 2.5, 70, 72, I got a man, 2.5, 7, 80, 480, 2.9, 85, 87, 90, 90, 94, 94, 92, 2.5, 495, 97, $5, 290, 505, 507, 10, 12, 5, 12, 10, 12, 5, 10 to Travis, 35. Oh, those cowboys on the inside now. Short and solid. She bred back in a second. Got a good baby right there on her, boys. Still a good rig right there. 3,825. 3825. 3825. 3 and 1. 3825. 3825. 825. 3825. 3,825. 3825. 825. 3825. 3825. 825. Sell that cow right there. She's short and solid in the second period. We're going to save the cow. Where to you right there? $1.50, 2.5. $1.50, 2.5. I got a man. 52.5. Second period cow. 5. $57.5. 60. 2.5. $1.65. 65. 7.5. 67.5. $65. 7.5. $65. JR 12. Still a good little heifer calf right there. $5, 2.5. $5, 2.5. $5, 2.5. I got a man. 5.25. 7.5. 10. 5, 10, 12.5. 5, 15, 79. 20, 20. 5, 22. 5, 22. 5, 22. Judy third. 5. 5.25. 7.5. 5, 27. 5, 25. 7.5. 5, 25. Put a winkle. Hell sheep. 4-year-old, she's raising a good one, boys. 3,000, 25, 30, 25, 3,000, 25, 30, 25, 3,000, 25, 30, 25, 3,000, 25, 30, 25, 3,000, 3,000, 25, 3,000, 25, 4-year-old, boys. 3,025, 30, 25, 30, 25, she's a little bit mean, boys. We're up. $1.50, 2.5. $1.50, 2.5. I got a man. 2.5. $1.50, 50, 2.5. $1.55, 5, 3, 4, 5. $1.55, 56, 7, $1.58, 59, 60, $1.61, 2, 62, 3, 3, 4, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, $1.71, $1.72, $1.73, $1.74, 5, $1.76, $1.76, 5, C, $1.75, but I don't see that's 20. Sell that good baby calf right there. 600, 610. 10, 10, $600 10. 610, 10, 10, $600 10. 600, I got a man. 620, 620, 30, 640, 40, 50, 660, 660, 50, 60, 650, 60, 650, Matthew 0. There'll be a 4-year-old cow. She's got a bull calf, boys. Sell a good pair right there. 2,825. 2825. 2825. 2825. 2,800. 2825. 2,800. 2825. I got a man. 2,825. 2825. 2,800. 2825. 2825. 2825. 2,800. Michael. Short and solid open right there, $1.31. $30, 31. $30, I got a man. $1, $31, 31, $32, $1, $2, $2, $33, $34, $5, $36, $37, $8, $9, $40. $41, $2, $2, $3, $3, $4, $45, $6, $40, $46. You do it, see $45, $45. But on H&L, but on horn 4, 22. 5-year-old, a good lady right there, $61. 60, 61, got a man, $1, 61, 61, 61, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 65, 66, 67, 67, 8, 68, 9, 69, 89, 68, 9, 68, but don't see us 20. Okay, right there, 41, $40, 41, $40, 41, $41, $41, 41, 31, 30, 30, I got a man, 31, 32, 32, 3, 34, 35, 36, 36, 7, 37, 88, 39, 40, 40, 40, 39, 40, 39, but I don't horn 4. 5 by 2, 61, $60, 61, $61, $60, 61, $61, $60, I got a man, $1, 61, 1, 2, 3, 63, 4, 5, 65, 66, 66, what are you doing? 66, 65, 65, 65, H&L, but on 8. 18. Hey, put her at 24. Oh. Short and solid by 1 right there, $1.51. 51, 2, 3, 4, 5, 55, 6, 7, 8, 58, 9, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 7, 8, 68, 7, 8, 67, 8, 67, 9, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 180, 79, 80, 179, Dale, 179, Dale, 2. 27. Short and 2 right there. Bet she'll be glad she has it. Sell it there, $1.25, $20, $1.25, $1.20, $1.25, $1.20, $1.25, $1.25, 21, 21, $20, $20, I got a man, 21, 20, horn 4. Oh, open. She's a 5-year-old missing a tooth, boy. She'll be open. You go get her. Sold a big black calf off of her today, I believe. Sell it right there, $1.41. I got a man, 41, 2, 42, 3, 4, 5, 6, 46, 7, 8, 9, 59, 6, 49, 51, 52, 3, 4, 54, 5, 6, 57, 58, 59, 61, 2, 2, 3, 4, 64, 5, 6, 7, 68, 99, 70, 71, 2, 3, 4, 74, 3, 4, 3, 4, 73, but on Henderson, 73 straight. Short and solid, 41, $1.40, I got a man of 1, $41, 42, 3, 4, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 7, 8, 58, 58, 7, 8, 57, 8, 57, 8, 57 today, 57 Dale 2. 6 by 2, she be bred to Charlotte Bull. Where to you right there, $1.51, $51, I got a man, $1, 2, 52 to 3, 3 to 4, 5, 55, 56, $57, 8, 89, 59, 60, $60, 60, 59, 60, $59, but on H&L 16. 2x2. Boy, she be bred to a Charolais bull. 2x2 right there. Sell her 2025. 2025. Got a man 25 50. 20 50 75. 21 and a quarter. 1 and a quarter. 1 and a half. 75. 2200. 22 and a quarter. Half. 22 75. 2300 and a quarter and a half. 23 and a 75. 24 and a quarter. 24 and a 75. 2500 and a quarter. 25 and a half. 75. 2600 and a quarter. Half. 75 7. 27 and a quarter. Half. 75 8. 28 and a quarter. 28 and a quarter. Half. 28 75. 29. 29 and a quarter, number 29 and a half, 75, 29, 75, 3, number 3, 3, 3, number 29, 75, 3, 29, 75. JR, put it on 12. Watch this pass. Outside. Well, that's good. Hey, pin her. JR 12. Sell that bill right there. $1.91. $90.91. I got a man. $91. $91 2. $92 3. $94. $95. 96. 97. $97. 98. $99. $99. $2. $2. 1. $2 1. 2 1 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 1 2. 2 1 2. 2 1. H&L Bull. I'll put him with him after a while. You got the bull base sales? No. Put him in with JR 12. Yeah. Yeah. 5x1 right there. 5x1. So right there, good she has 2025, 2025, got a band, 25, 20, 25, 50, 20, 50, 75, 21 a quarter, 21 and a half, 75, 2200 a quarter, 22 and a half, 22 and a half, quarter, half, 22 and a half, a quarter, half, 22 and a quarter, half, 22 and a quarter, put it on Matthew 10. Oh, she 6x2 right there, and a pretty nice cow. 2,500. She be bred to a black bull, boys, and have you a good calf. 2,500, 25. I got a man. 25, 25, 25, 50, 25, 75, 2,600 a quarter. 26 and a half, 75, 27 a quarter. Number 27 and a half, 75, 2,800, 28 a quarter, 28 and a half, 28 and a half, 75. Number 2,900, 29 a quarter, 29 and a half. Number 75, 3,000, 25, 50, 30, 50, 30, 75, 3,100, 31 a quarter. Number 31 and a half, 31, 75, 3,200, 32 and a quarter, 32 and a half, 75, 33. 300. Now quarter and a half, 33 and a 75, 3,400, 34 and a quarter, 34 and a quarter, 34 and a quarter, 3,400 a quarter, 3,400. DJ? 26. 5-year-old and open. Sell her out there, $1.51, $50-51, $50-51, $50-51, $50-51, $50-51. I got a man, $1, $50-51, $51, $2, $53, $54, $54, $55, $55, $55, $55, $54, $55, $56, $57, $8, $58, $88, $57, $8, $57, $8, $57, $8, $57, H&L, but on 18. One of my old cows, boys, she just couldn't keep hold of weight. Just had to sell her now. She get poor like this every year. Sell her out there, 61, $61, I got a man, 61, 2, 62, 3, 4, 5, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 73, 23, 72, 3, 72, but an older, CS 20. Sell her out there, $1 pound, $1, $1 pound, $1, I got a man, $1, $1 pound, $1, $1 pound, $1, $1 pound, $1, $1, $1, $2, $2, $3, $3, $3, $4, $5, excuse me, $5, $6, $7, $8, $8, $9, $10, $11, $12, $12, $11, $12, $11, $11, $12, $11, $12, $11, $12, $11, $12, $11, $12, $11, $12, $11, $12, $11, $12, $11, $12, $11, $12, $11, $12, $11, $12, $11, $12, $11, $12, $11, $12, $11, $12, $11, $12, $11, $12, $11, $12, $11, $12, $11, $12, $11, $12, $11, $12, $11, $12, $11, $12, $11, $12, $11, $12, $11, $12, $11, $12, $11, $12, $11, $12, $11, $12, $11, $12, $11, $12, $11, $12, $11, $12, $11, $12, $11, $12, $11, $12, $11, $12, $11, $12, $11, $12, $11, $12, $11, $12, $11, $12, $11, $12, $11, $12, $11, $12, $11, $12, $11, $12, $11, $12, $11, $12, $11, $12, $11, $12, $11, $12, $11, $12, $11, $12, $11, $12, $11, $12, $11, $12, 11, 12, model 11, H&L, horn 4, X. Yeah, she'll go 22. $1.10, 11, how can a man, 11, $10, 11, 10, 11, 10, 11, spend on a dime, 12, 13, 14, $14, $15, $16, $16, 17, 18, 18, 19, $20, $21, 21, 22, $23, $24, $25, 26, $27, $28, $28, 7, 8, 27, 8, $27, H&L, 27, but I'm on horn 4X. Yeah, dollar bill one, dollar pound 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 one. Do what? Oh, yeah, dollar pound one, but 81, 81, got a little swelling boys up there under her jowls. Dollar pound 90, 81, 80, 81, 81, 81, 81, never heard her, 81, 81, 81, 80, 81, 71, 70, 71, 71. Hey, she's the mama to that little old fat red calf we saw right there off the start of the sale. $80, 81, I got a man, 81, 81, 81, 81, 80, 81, $80, put it on LF cow. Put her in there. Yeah. Well, they've been doing a little stitch work on her now. Sell her $1.35, $1.30, $1.35, $1.31, got a man, two, three, 33, four, $5, $35, 7, oh, right in the teeth, $38, $39, 40, 41, 2, $43, $43, 4, $45, 46, $46, H&L 16. Sounding good right there. 31, 30, 31, 30, 30, 30, 30, 31, 31, 31, 31, 31, 31, $31, 30, 31, I got a man, 1, 2, 3, 4, 34, 5, $36, 7, 8, 38, 9, 40, $40, 41, $42, 43, $44, 45, 45, 46, Johnny 6, 7, 47, 8, 9, 50, $51, 2, 3, 54, 54, 54, 34, 53, Henderson 1. 29. Have a little hop, you go get her 21, 20, 21, $20, $20, $20, $20, $21, 20, 21, 21, got a man, 1, 2, 22, 23, 23, 4, 5, 25, 26, 27, 28, 28, 28, 29, 30, 31, 31 and 2, 32, 3, 3, 4, 5, 35, 34, H&L 16. Well, she's got a little old seed tick went sour on her, didn't he? Sell her right there, the good one, $1.41, it's healed over, $1.41, $41, busted and healed, $1.41, what do you think, $1.41, I got a man, 41, $41, $41, 40, CS 20. Well, he stuck a whole shoe in there, didn't he? That looks like a boot hanging out. I don't know. Get a hold of it, JD, and see if it stinks. Yeah, I don't know. I don't stink. I still think that's a old pair of tennis shoes hanging out. So right there, $1.31, $21, $20, I got a man, 21, 2, $22, 3, $24, $25, 26, $27, $28, 28, 9, 29, 30, $31, $32, $32, 3, $33, 23, $32, 3, $32, H&L 16. Somebody's old ponytail. So there, $31, 31, I got a man, 1, 2, 33, 34, 34, 5, 35, 36, 36, 7, 37, 6, 7, 36, 7, 36, but on H&L 16. 41, 40, 41, 40, 41, 40, 41, I got a man, 1, 41, 2, 42, 3, 43, 4, 44, 5, 46, 46, 7, 8, 9, 49, 51, 51, 51, 2, 52, 3, 3, 53, 4, 54, 3, 4, 53, H&L 16, $21, $21, $20, $20, $20, 21, $20, $21, $221, $221, $20, $20, $21, $20, $21, $21, $21, $21, 10, 11, $10, 10, 11, I got a man, 10, 11, $10, 10, 11, 10, horn 4, X. 51, 51, 51, 51, 51, 51, I got a man, 1, 2, 52, 3, 3, 4, 5, 6, 56, 7, 8, 58, 9, 60, 61, 2, 3, 3, 63, 4, 5, 65, 66, 66, 5, 6, 65, but I don't see us 20. Bulldog, 85, 86, 85, 86, 185, 186, I got a man, 86, 85, 86, 185, 186, 7, 187, 88, 88, now 9, 89, 90, 190, 90, 90, 90, 91, 191, 91, 98, Chanel, boo. Put him in. We got anything 28? All right, put him 28. She can't, boys. 35, 30 cents, 35, 35, I got a man, 30 cents, 35, 137, 5, 6, 7, 137, there she goes, 137, 138, 88, 7, 8, 37, H&L, 16. Is that it, boys? That is this sale for today. Everybody go home, enjoy the rain. Come back next week and bring more livestock.